time to announce the next Halloween Horror Nights house that I heard about.
Is that gonna be the opening date for Epic Universe?
That was a gnarly house to walk through.
We legit thought it was corn.
Okay, we're back at Universal Studios Orlando. It's time for another HHN update, and we're gonna be going on a lights on behind the scenes tour of Halloween Horror Nights houses. Last year, we did the Unmasking the Horror tour. I'm finally gonna release that video for you guys so you guys can see inside the houses and to see all the detail with all the lights on. So first off, we're gonna go time travel. You're gonna enjoy that little video, and then we'll come back and then we'll get some more park updates and some more current HHN updates within the parks.
A check-in is going to be over here by where the old Blue Man Group used to be. You'll see a sign right over here. It's over by Hard Rock Cafe. But it's going to say Halloween Horror Nights Unmasking the Horror Tour. You can follow this pathway and then you'll check in at Blue Man Group. Now if you remember back in the day, this is where Nickelodeon Studios was. There's actually a funny picture of George Lucas walking in to the Nickelodeon Studios. Check in, keep going this way. Check in. We got the headpiece, and then we get our own lanyard for unmasking the horror. And then this is going to be all the houses that we're doing.
What's the way for the earpiece?
Oh, I got it.
You got it? I can hear him. He's talking to us.
Welcome to Behind the Screams. Welcome to the spooky stuff. Hope you guys are ready to see some pretty cool things. Before we head out, I do want to talk a little bit about what to expect on tour today, some rules, tell you a little bit about myself. I'll start with that. I'm PJ, like pajamas. I'm your friendly neighborhood tour guide today. And I've been with the company for 14 years. Started off as a character for Halloween Horror Nights in 2008. And I did that for 5 years. Then I was like, it was getting too much on my body. And so I was like, I need to retire from that. So I went to attractions, and I was at the Flight of the Hippogriff in the Wizarding World, and that's when I saw tours come through for the first time. And I said, that's what I want to do. 2015 rolled around, I had an opportunity to audition for RIP Tour Guide. I got it, and I haven't looked back since. Are going to be on. There are not going to be characters in there. It is not our intention to scare you. It does happen sometimes, not on purpose. I do demonstrate some of the scares in there, just to show you kind of how they work. If you get scared, I'm sorry. Some of our other tour guides are notorious for trying to scare other tour guides. They've never gotten me. If you get caught in the crossfire, sorry. But rules wise, there are going to be rooms that we can take pictures, and there are going to be rooms that we cannot take pictures. I'm going to say something that's photos up, which means you can take pictures, or photos down. Got some pretty iconic spots though for you guys to take some pictures today. When we're walking through the houses, please stay on the guest path. There may be points I may invite you to look around a corner and just see how something works. Just don't take photos behind the corners into the back areas. Try not to touch anything. We want the props to relatively stay the same that they were on September 2nd. That is not corn. That's tiger grass. Oh. I have an app on my phone that identifies plants, and it is tiger grass. We know not to plant corn. Why? Because that means a hurricane is going to hit us. Literally, we were walking through here like the day after they set it up, and I saw that, and I called my wife and said, we need to go to Walmart. We're gonna get hit by a hurricane. We actually thought that was corn. We legit thought it was corn, but it's actually not.
We're going off to the Horrors of Blumhouse right now, so it's time for picture mode now.
All right, we are entering in.
favorite things we learned in there, all the missing children photos, like the little posters, the photos are actually of the art and design team of when they were kids, because they couldn't actually use the actor's face. They put the art and design team childhood photos of them on the missing poster. All right, the next house, oh, I'm dreading it, is Bugs Eaten Alive. We're going through it during the daytime. They said people can't even walk through it during the daytime because they're getting so grossed out. They're having to wait outside the tent. They can't even finish it. So I'm really nervous to go through during the daytime and see all the bugs everywhere. We just finished Bugs Eaten Alive. They said there's over 37,000 bugs they had to hot glue to the wall throughout the entire house. That was a gnarly house to walk through.
After 2 houses, you take a bathroom break.
The next house is Descendants of Destruction. this great effect with the subway. They put a mirror there so it looks like the subway just keeps going. I thought that was a great effect. And there's a room that we couldn't take photos in, but there's a menu for Louis' Italian restaurant, and then on all the car batteries are kind of themed to different Universal properties. So there's a car battery kind of themed to Frankenstein with like year that the Frankenstein movie came out, and then there's a nod to Jaws, and then there's also a nod to Back to the Future. We're now gonna be going into the Universal Monsters Legends Collide house. Universal Monsters House, really cool. A lot of wonderful detail in there. But my favorite little Easter egg is on a notebook. We weren't able to take a photo of it, but coffee cup in the area where they're excavating stuff, like probably like 2 or 3 scenes in to the house. And it says, "The curse, it's real. We have to get out of here." So that's on one paper. On another paper it says, "Follow up with Dr. Jones." So now it is lunchtime. With the Asking the Horror Tour, you're not given like a park ticket. You can get through the park with your tour guide, but only through the houses. If you have an annual pass, you're free to go to any park. But VIP tour does not include a park ticket. So they suggest people to go to CityWalk and have lunch. It's an hour-long lunch. We're gonna go over to Islands, go to one of our favorite little snack spots, and then we'll head back to the Blue Man Group for the final 2 houses, I think.
My favorite little places to get a snack: green eggs and ham.
Okay, we got our food. A lot of people don't know about this little area. Over by Green Eggs and Ham, it's always packed. Never any place to sit, or you're sitting in the hot sun. Come over here to the Backwater Bar.
The bar's in there, but there's always this nice shaded area to come down and sit.
First off, we got the classic. We got the buffalo chicken tots, chopped up chicken tenders, mozzarella cheese, thinly sliced scallions, ranch, and buffalo sauce over tater tots. Cheddar chicken tender, the wonderful tang from that buffalo sauce. 10 out of 10 on these.
It's a must.
Now I'm gonna try out a new menu item for you guys to let you know if it's good or not. So I got the carnita tots. Be roasted pork, jalapenos, tomato salsa, scallions, lime crema, and white cheese sauce over tater tots. It's not bad. It's pretty much just like nachos, but instead of chips, it's just over tater tots. I still think the superior version is the buffalo chicken tots. I think the carnita tots, I'll do like an 8 out of 10. So now we're halfway through the tour. I love it. If you're a hardcore HHN fan, I think you have to go to the Unmasking the Horror just to appreciate all the details and Easter eggs and everything. Like a hardcore HHN fan, it's a must, just so you can like live in the houses and appreciate them a little more. Or Allison was saying that if you're like really scared of haunted houses, right, it's a good warm up, so you get to kind of walk through and be like, oh, this isn't that bad. Except for the bug house. The bug house is worse during the daytime.
Allison had a fun idea.
People who are normally scared of the houses, I think it'd be good for them to see it during the day, but I think it'd be even cooler if they have one of the scare actors who is scheduled earlier in the day to display how they do a scare.
So there's 2 different tours. There's a 6-house tour, that's the one that we're doing. Then there's the 3-house tour, which is the other 3 houses. The only house that is not included with any of the tours is the Weekend. Apparently the Weekend did not want his house shown with the lights on.
And now Allison and I are matching. We're wearing our Nope t-shirt from HHN Hollywood. I do have a question for you real quick. Who is your favorite portrait out of all these people over here?
Oh, dear me. Give me a moment. One moment. Pardon everyone. My favorite is clearly this angry cat. Very grumpy.
All right, we're heading back to the Blue Man Group. back. Wasn't that a great tour? We'll talk a little more in depth about all the offerings and the pricing and how it operates when we go back to the office and everything. But now let's go to the park updates, HHN updates. Let's go.
God, Lord have mercy, there's so many people here. And now they have unveiled the new Minions Land sign. It's pretty cute. All different Minions. You even have like a little evil Minion. It's like poor little Kevin got bonked in the head. And then even Otto is sliding down. I wish does he have a little rock with him? I don't think so.
What's a Minions Land? What's the latest? They're having some technical difficulties, serious technical difficulties. So the ride is gonna be a hot minute. It's done, they're just having some technical difficulties. So they're gonna wait for Minions Cafe to finish, and then the ride should be done. They have till September. They said summer 2023, the end of the summer is September.
I do really enjoy this new little land icon little sculpture. Everybody's taking photos in front of it. They even added like distressing to their little overalls. There's even still a line for the Jurassic Park Tribute Store. We're gonna head in, there's a little HHN Easter egg in here. Yeah, there's so many cameras out. Everybody's just so happy to be in here. And they've added a signed Jeff Goldblum photo. You can hang that above your bed. And comes with its own little dinosaur claw, it looks like. There's a signed statue of Jeff Goldblum for $825. Here in the stop animation department, on the little binder over here, they have the Holiday Tribute Store binder out. I think there was something glued to it. It looks like it's been ripped off. They have the little TV running with Phil Tippett kind of talking about the DID machine. We'll come back another day and kind of do like the deep dive into everything that's happening.
If we look up here in the windows, as you know, this is a production office for Jurassic Park. We can kind of see the design of Mr. DNA on the back of a sticky note. Then we see these words on a piece of paper. Now I had to take a picture of this and flip it around, and the creative team put something very impactful. So the hidden little message is, I like to write words. The alphabet is always good to write on lined paper. And then it says the entire alphabet, and then it says, love Dallas. Thank you for that wonderful little Easter egg, Dallas. Then if we look in this one window, there's an oil tanker. I think this little oil tanker could be referring to from the tanker that was in the disaster attraction.
Okay, the line just to go into the next room is backed up all the way to right here. We'll eventually make it into the next room. There's too many people. Over here on the box, in the kitchen, there's a mysterious date. It's 09/15/2025. The only thing in Universal's catalog right now is when Epic Universe is supposed to open. Is that going to be the opening date for Epic Universe? That's a good little Easter egg there, Universal. Tribute Store snacks are so successful, they've pretty much sold out of everything. And that's about it. They've had to replace it with just the generic bakery items. Now over here in the final little spot, there's a secret little Easter egg hidden right down here. Now if we look down here right next, a little game.
So if you look down here, you see the number 090123. Now that corresponds to opening night of HHN, September 1st, 2023. So again, this is the only snack that they pretty much had left. It's the s'mores, and a graham cracker, chocolate, marshmallow. All right, so I think the design looks good, but as a s'mores, I don't think they pull it off. The marshmallow is good, and the graham cracker is a soft graham cracker. Problem is that like chocolate coating, it just takes very waxy and very green food dye heavy. The inside is good, but the outside chocolate, not a fan. We're doing a 5.5 on this Tribute Store snack. Just go get the Ian Malcolm brownie.
Okay, we're gonna start a new segment. Every time I see you now, we're gonna have a word of the day. What is the word of the day?
In honor of the Tribute Store, the word of the day today is cataclysm.
All right, we've made it back to CityWalk. There's so many people here.
It's the weekend, you know what that means? We gotta go to the Coconut Club. Our favorite bartender, Sean, said there's some new little cocktail we gotta go try. The next drink for the summer secret drinks for y'all. The 3 new drinks we got is the apple pickin', apple juice, vodka, triple sec, topped with some Angry Orchard, 7.5. Then we have the watermelon refresher, gin, watermelon pucker, triple sec, and simple plus sour mix, splash of Sprite. Watermelon refresher, it's kind of just almost like a Pez meets a watermelon meets a little bit of mint. I'm gonna do like a 7 out of 10 on that one. The drink is gonna be called the Big Apple. Tequila, apple juice, sour and simple. Now that we finished the Big Apple, really good. I'm gonna do like a 9 out of 10. It's almost kind of like a sweet apple sangria, but really enjoyed it. 9 out of 10.
Still performers out, waving and greeting everybody here at CityWalk. All right, Sean, round 2. It's my favorite drink. What's in it?
It's gonna be, it's delicious, the type of watermelon. Some Tito's, we got our lemon juice, and then the fancy simple syrup.
Oh, a 10 out of 10.
It's a must.
And sweet. It's just pure perfection in this cup. This is one of the best drinks you will ever have as a little cocktail. You have to go to Sean and you gotta ask for the family.
How are we doing today?
Time to get a good dinner. We're gonna go to Breadbox.
Breadbox is located up here by Moe's and Panda Express. One of the best little places you can go. Such a nice little simple restaurant. They do mobile ordering and you get an annual pass holder discount. I got mine to go so I can go back to the Coconut Club.
Well, while we head over back to the Coconut Club, let's cut to our field reporter, Melissa.
Family.
Filmed some construction updates for HHN out in Hollywood for you guys. such a solid little dish.
So we got the barbecue brisket melt, shaved brisket, pork belly, barbecue sauce, fontina, cheddar, and smoked mozzarella cheese with crispy onions.
Great as always. It's never a 10 out of 10. It's a solid 8 out of 10. Let's go back to the family room now and kind of talk about everything. Okay, now guys, we are back at home. Let's kind of talk about our little day and also the other HHN announcements that I want to talk about. So first off, let's talk about the Unmasking the Horror Tour, right? It's brilliant. It was my first time doing it last year. I think it's going to become a staple of my HHN experience from now on, right? Because the creative team puts so much love and care into these houses, and there's so many Easter eggs that are just hidden there for the Unmasking the Horror Tour. Now, there's a 6-house tour and a 3-house tour. I only did the 6-house tour. I think this year I'm going to be doing both to review it for you guys, but you can purchase the tours right now on the Universal website. So if you are planning your HHN little trip, I would suggest doing it maybe the day after you go to HHN so nothing is spoiled for you, because you walk through the houses and you see everything. Now, they do not allow you to take video, and you are able to take photos in certain rooms. They don't want to spoil every single scare and spoil the entire house for people. Now, a very interesting Easter egg that I saw in the Descendants of Destruction house. As you know, the creative team kind of puts Easter eggs in throughout HHN for the next year. We have this one first, right? It says, working with you to create a cleaner universe. And then underneath, it is from the Environmental Pollution Impact Corporation, which if you look at those first letters in each word, it spells out epic. So there's epic and then universe right above it. And then we have this one. It's Among Us, Last of Us, and it's talking about fungus, the cordyceps. So it says fungus coming soon. I think this is a nod to the Last of Us house that will be probably coming this year. So there are certain rooms that are like photo op areas. All right, so now let's talk about the latest HHN update that I have for you guys. So a lot of the team members have been casted for houses and streets. I will tell you, for the streets, I absolutely know nothing. They have not told the scare actors anything. They've been casted, but they have no idea for what. The houses, the team members kind of know a little more about. These are the houses that I've already talked about that have kind of been confirmed through casting, right? So we have the announced Chucky house. Then I told you about the casting for the Last of Us house. Then I told you about the casting for Megan. Now it's time to tell you about a new little casting announcement that I heard. Again, these are all just rumors. Nothing is officially confirmed, but I did hear there was casting for like the Dr. Oddfellow house, like the circus. I think it's happening. I think Dr. Oddfellow is gonna be the icon, and I think he's gonna have a house this year, kind of from what I was hearing, which I'm so excited about. That's gonna be amazing. That is your big like HHN announcement for this week, right, for you guys. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button, join the family.
We love the family!
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things Halloween Horror Nights and Universal Studios around the country. I love you all, and I'll see y'all very soon.
Cataclysm.
You just got a whole family of kangaroos back there.